Morning children, welcome to today's video session of Standard 7 Geography 3rd Unit Population and Settlement. So in today's class we are going to see what is population, races and their classifications, what is the difference between urban and rural settlement. Shall we move on to the lesson?
Population and Settlement Unit 3. Population Geography is a study of demographic phenomena which includes natality, mortality, growth rates, etc. through both space and time. Increase or decrease in population indicates population distribution and growth. The study of movements and mobility of population is called migration. Among the human people from place to place, the Asian origin is grouped under major races such as language and religion. What is races? Races has been defined as a biological grouping within the human species. The race is a group of people with more or less permanent distinguishing characteristics that are inherited. The most widely found human racial types are based on visual traits such as head shape, facial features nose shape, eye shape, skin color, structure, blood group, etc. The major world human races are Caucasoid, Negroid, Mongoloid, Australoid. So now we'll see what is Caucasoid. The Caucasoid is known as European race. This group is the one with fair skin and dark brown eyes, wavy hair and narrow nose. Caucasoid are also found in Eurasia. Do you know? Human geography is a study of man and the surroundings to the natural environment. Next we'll see what is Negroid. Negroids have the dark eyes, black skin, black woolly hair, wide nose, long head and thick lips. They are living in different parts of Africa. Mongoloid. The Mongoloid race is commonly known as the Asian American race. The Mongoloid have the light yellow to brown skin, straight hair, flat face, broad head and medium nose. Such people are found in Asia and Arctic regions. Australoid. Australoids have wide nose, curly hair, dark skin and short in height. They are living in Australia and Asia. Races of India. India is said to be one of the cradle lands of human civilization. The ancient Indus Valley civilization in India was believed to have been of Dravidian origin in northern India. The Dravidian people were pushed south when the Indo-Aryan came in later. South India was dominated by the three Dravidian kingdoms of the Cheras, the Cholas and the Pandyas. The Dravidian languages are Tamil, Telugu, Kannada, Malayalam and Tulu. Almost all Dravidians live in the southern part of India. Next topic, religion. Religion means a particular system of faith and worship which brings human beings with human society. Religion is a symbol of group identity and a cultural rallying point. Classification of religion. Universalization in religion, that is Christianity, Islam and Buddhism. Ethnic religion, Judaism, Hinduism and Japanese Shintoism. Tribal or traditional religion, animism, shamanism and shaman. Now we'll see the religion and the place of worship. Buddhism, they worship in the place of vihara. Christianity, they worship in the place of church. Hinduism temple, Islam mosque, Jainism basadi, Judaism is synagogue, Zoroastrianism agyari. Language. Language is a great force of socialization. Language, either in the written or oral form, is the most common type of communication. Language promotes the transmission of ideas and the functioning of political, economic, social and religious systems. Now we'll see the languages of India. India has many languages and culture. Each state has its own language, though the national language is Hindi. 22 major languages were spoken by about 97% population of the country. India follows Kashmiri, Urdu, Punjabi, Hindi, Rajasthani, Gujarati, Bengali and Assami, etc. These languages are followed in North India. The main languages of the Dravidian family are Tamil, Telugu, Kannada, Malayalam, etc. These languages are mainly spoken in southern India. Now we'll see the date and the event. 11th July is celebrated as a World Population Day. 21st February is celebrated as an International Mother Language Day. Third Sunday in January every year is celebrated as World Religious Day. 21st May, the World Cultural Diversity Day is celebrated. Today, usage of language has changed. It is often used as communicational skill. With the different means of communication and fast-moving world, advancement in technology helps in understanding of different languages very easily with easy access to electronic media along with its pronunciations. These technologies have really brought the world closer. Now we'll see settlement. Settlement is a place where people live and interact through activities such as agriculture, trading and entertainment. A rural settlement is a community involved predominantly in primary activities such as agriculture, lumbering, fishing and mining. An urban settlement engages in predominantly in secondary and tertiary activities such as industries, trade and banking. There is often a correlation between the function, the size of population and the population density. A rural settlement tends to have a small population and lower population density. Urban settlement often has a large population size and high population density. Site and situation refers to the location of the actual settlement. The initial choice of a site for a settlement depends on how it is useful for meeting our daily needs like water supply, availability of farmland, building material and fuel, etc. Hold house types. In the earlier periods of human settlement, houses were built using local materials. The form of the house were closely related to the environment. In the agricultural regions, houses were built and mud walls and the roof was made of stalk of paddy or other crop of grass or thatch. Local woods was used to provide frame for the roof. Such old houses had wide verandas and open air circulation. The size of the house depends on the economic status of its inhabitants. Pattern of settlement. Settlement also be classified into compact settlement and dispersal settlement. Now we'll see what is compact settlement. Compact settlement is also known as nucleated settlement. In this type, a large number of houses are built very close to each other. Such settlements develop along the river valleys and fertile plains. In India, compact settlements are found in the northern plains and the coastal plains of peninsular India. Dispersed settlement. Dispersed settlements are generally found in the areas of extreme climate, hilly tracts, thick forests, grasslands, areas of extensive cultivation. In these settlements, houses are spaced far apart. In India, this type of human settlement is found in the northern Kosi tract, the Ganga Delta, the Thar Desert of Rajasthan, and the foothills of Himalayas underneath. A hierarchy of settlement. Settlement is further divided into rural settlement and urban settlement. Rural settlement is classified into isolated, hamlet, village, small market, where urban settlement is divided into town, city, conurbation. Rural settlement. Rural settlements are predominantly located near water bodies such as rivers, lakes, and springs where water can be easily available. People choose to live near fertile land suitable for agriculture along with provision of other basic needs. Hence, they prefer to live near low-lying river valleys and coastal plains situated for cultivation. The availability of building material like wood, stone, and clay near settlement is another advantage for settlement. Factor influencing rural settlement. Nature of topography, local weather conditions, soil and water resources, social organization, and economic conditions. Pattern of rural settlement. The pattern of settlement has been defined as a relationship between a house or a building to another. A rural settlement pattern is a function of relief, climate, water supply, and socio-economic factors. It is broadly classified under the following patterns such as linear, rectangular, circular, star-like pattern, etc. In a linear settlement, houses are arranged along either side of the road, railway line, river or canal, the edge of a valley, etc. Example, Himalayan the Alps, the Rockies. The rectangular settlements are almost straight, meeting each other at a straight angle. Such a settlement is found in plain areas or intermountainy plains. Example, Sutlej. Houses built around a central area are known as circular pattern of settlement. Such settlement develops around lakes and tanks. The star-like settlement develops on the sites and places where several roads converge and houses spread out along the sides of roads in all directions. Example, the Indo-Ganga plains of Punjab and Haryana. Do you know? Pilgrim settlement may come up around a place of worship or any spot with a religious significance. Example, Thiruverkadu in Tamil Nadu. Next, wet point settlement. A wet point is a site with reliable supply of water from wells, tanks, rivers, springs or ponds in an area. Dry point settlement. A dry point settlement is located in low-lying areas in the regions of excessive dampness. Dry point settlements are not affected by flooding due to the landscape of the source of water. Such settlements are found in the coastal plains of Kerala and deltas along the east coast of India. Urban settlement. The settlement in which most of the people are engaged in secondary and tertiary activities are known as urban settlements. In other words, urban is related to cities and towns. The word urban is often used in terms of town, city, megacity, conurbation, megalopolis. Classification of urban settlement. The definition of urban areas varies from country to another. Some of the common bases of classification are size of population, occupational structure, administration. Town. Town is a general name for an urban place, usually a settlement meeting a prescribed minimum population threshold. Population more than 5,000 people. Based on the function that cities perform, they can be classified in towns such as administrative, cantonment, academic, etc. City. The term city is generally applied to large urban place with no strict definition to separate it from smaller town. City is a nucleated settlement which multifunction in character, including an established central business district. In India, an urban place with more than 1 lakh population is considered as city. Megacity. A megacity is a large city typically with a population of more than 10 million people. A megacity can be single metropolitan area. Example, Canton, Tokyo, Delhi, Mumbai are some of the examples of megacity. Do you know World Health Organization, that is WHO, suggests that among other things a healthy city must have a clean and safe environment, meets the basic needs of all its inhabitants, involves the community in local government, provides easily accessible healthcare. Megalopolis. The word megalopolis is given for a large conurbation when two or more large cities whose total population exceeds 10 million. The region made up of cities between Boston and Washington DC is a well-known megalopolis. In India, Kolkata is the largest urban area, which is the megalopolis. Gandhinagar, Surat, Vadodara, Rajkot in Gujarat are the important megalopolis cities in India. Conurbation. A conurbation is a region comprising of a number of cities, large towns and other urban areas that through population growth and physical expansion have merged to form one continuous urban or industrially developed area. West Midland in England, the Randstad in the Netherlands are the example of conurbation. Mumbai in Maharashtra, Gurgaon, Faridabad in Haryana, Noida in Uttar Pradesh are the conurbation cities in India. Satellite town. A satellite town is a town designed to house the overpopulations of a major city but is located well beyond the limits of that city. Satellite towns are generally located outside the rural-urban fringe. In India, most satellite towns are purely residential in character. Satellite towns occasionally present a look of twin towns such as Delhi and Dalmianagar in Rohtas district of Bihar. They have been connected with roads, example Patna, Barauni, Varanasi and Hajipur. Smart city. In urban region, a city which is much advanced in terms of infrastructure, real estate, communication and market availability is called a smart city. The first 10 smart cities of India are Bhubaneswar, Pune, Jaipur, Surat, Ludhiana, Kochi, Ahmedabad, Solapur, New Delhi and Udaipur. Tamil Nadu has 12 major cities to be transformed as smart cities. They are Chennai, Madurai, Tirunelveli, Tiruchirappalli, Tanjavur, Tirupur, Salem, Vellore, Coimbatore, Thuthukudi, Dindigul and Tirupur. Now we'll see the difference between rural and urban areas. Rural areas have predominantly primary activities, agriculture, whereas urban areas have domination of secondary and tertiary activities such as industry. Rural areas are sparsely populated, whereas urban areas are densely populated. Cities and towns. They are engaged in agricultural work. They are engaged in non-agricultural work. way rural areas have simple and relaxed life, whereas urban areas have fast and complicated life. Let's move on to recap and evaluation part.